Ever notice how a narcissist treats you like a prize one day and like a problem the next? Quick pause before we dive in. If conversations like this help you reflect or feel seen, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It really helps me keep creating honest, healing content like this one. Let's break down the real reason narcissists devalue and discard you, because what feels personal is actually a predictable psychological cycle. Here's the emotional truth. A narcissist doesn't devalue you because you changed. They devalue you because you stopped feeding their fantasy. In the beginning, you were perfect, not because they saw your soul, but because they projected an image onto you. You were their ideal, their trophy, their emotional fix. You reflected back the version of themselves they wanted to believe in. But eventually, reality shows up. You have needs, boundaries, opinions, feelings, expectations. And to a narcissist, that feels like betrayal. So the devaluation begins slowly at first. Snarky comments, subtle comparisons, emotional distance, inconsistent affection, coldness you can't explain. Then it escalates. Criticism, dismissiveness, passive-aggressive digs, silent treatment, sudden irritation, blame shifting. They chip away at your confidence to regain control. But here's the twist. Devaluation isn't about you losing value. It's about them losing access to a version of you who tolerated their behavior. And once they sense they can't break you down, once you start seeing the pattern, once the fantasy collapses, they initiate the discard. Not because you're unworthy, but because you're waking up. The discard is their escape hatch, a way to avoid accountability and protect their ego from being exposed. But here's the part that flips the narrative. Narcissists don't discard you because you're not enough. They discard you because you're no longer easy to control. And the moment they realize you've gained clarity, you become too difficult, too emotional, too sensitive, or too much. That's how they justify the discard. But here's the twist that creates the loop, the part they never expect. The discard isn't the end. It's a pause, a reset, a setup for the hoovering phase, when they circle back to see if the old you is still alive somewhere. Because they don't miss you. They miss the version of you who didn't see the truth yet. If this spoke to you, if any part made your stomach drop because it's exactly what you lived, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Tell me, what was the moment you realized the devalue, discard cycle wasn't your fault? Remember, their cycle reveals their wounds. Your healing reveals your power.